They brought us laughs, chaos, and unforgettable moments. Married with Children wasn't just a sitcom, it was a pop culture revolution. But behind the humor, time has taken its toll. Over the years, we've said goodbye to several beloved stars, cast members, and guest icons who helped make this show a classic. In this video, we're paying tribute to 11 Married with Children actors who are sadly no longer with us. Some passed tragically, others left a quiet legacy. Let's honor their memory and the joy they gave millions. News 1. Cindiana Santangelo, a beloved figure in the Southern California dance community, passed away on March 24, 2025, at the age of 58, following a tragic medical emergency in Malibu. Known for her charismatic performances at the Jiggly Room, Cindiana's legacy was rooted in her passion for dance and her vibrant stage presence that captivated audiences for decades. Born and raised in Sierra Madre, California, Cindiana found her calling as a dancer at a young age. She made a name for herself in the local nightlife scene, most notably through her performances at the Jiggly Room, a popular cabaret that was known for its eclectic mix of acts and inclusive atmosphere. Cindiana quickly became a fan favorite, known for her blend of classic and contemporary dance styles. Her energy on stage was magnetic, often leaving audiences spellbound by her grace and fluidity. Despite her success, Cindiana's personal life was marked by struggles with self-image and aging, which led her to seek cosmetic procedures. On the day of her passing, she had undergone cosmetic injections at her Malibu home. Tragically, complications from the procedure resulted in a sudden medical emergency, and despite efforts to resuscitate her, she was declared dead later that day. The news of her untimely death has left friends, family, and fans in shock. Cindiana's passing brings to light the often overlooked risks associated with cosmetic procedures, particularly when they are performed outside of professional settings. While the cause of her complications is still under investigation, her death serves as a poignant reminder of the need for caution and awareness when it comes to elective procedures. Throughout her career, Cindiana was not just a dancer, but an icon of body positivity and self-expression. She was admired not only for her artistry, but for her advocacy for inclusivity in the entertainment industry, embracing people of all shapes, sizes, and backgrounds. Her loss will be felt deeply in the dance community and beyond, as she leaves behind a legacy that will continue to inspire future generations. News 2. Mike Haggerty, the talented character actor best known for his portrayal of the coroner in the iconic Married with Children Christmas episode, You Better Watch Out, Season 2, passed away on May 5, 2022 at the age of 67. His death was attributed to complications from an adverse reaction to antibiotics, a tragic and unexpected turn for an actor whose career spanned several decades. In the 1990 episode of Married with Children, Haggerty's portrayal of a no-nonsense coroner was both memorable and darkly comedic, adding an unexpected layer to the chaotic Bundy family Christmas. Though his role was brief, it left a lasting impression with fans of the show. Thanks to Haggerty's impeccable timing and understated delivery, this performance would go on to become one of many memorable roles in a career that spanned film, television, and theater. Haggerty's acting career began in the late 1970s, and over the years he became known for playing a variety of supporting roles in both comedies and dramas. His distinctive voice and rugged presence made him a perfect fit for playing characters like the tough, sardonic coroner on Married with Children, as well as roles in shows like Friends, where he played the building superintendent, and The Middle, where he portrayed a local mechanic. His acting versatility and ability to portray both humorous and serious roles earned him the admiration of his peers and fans alike. Throughout his career, Mike Haggerty was also known for his collaborative spirit and his ability to work well in ensemble casts. He often took on roles that allowed him to support and elevate the work of the lead actors, always bringing a unique, grounded quality to every project. Outside of his acting, Haggerty was described as a kind, thoughtful, and humble person, whose off-screen personality mirrored the authenticity of his on-screen performances. His death in 2022 came as a shock to many, especially to those who had worked with him and loved him as both an actor and a person. Mike Haggerty's passing serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of life, as well as the fragility of health, particularly when it comes to reactions to medications. He will be remembered for his roles that brought both humor and heart to audiences, and his impact on television will continue to be felt for years to come. News 3. J.J. Johnston, the seasoned character actor, passed away in 2022 at the age of 89, after a life marked by both personal struggles and a vibrant acting career. He was perhaps best known for his recurring role as the eccentric and offbeat character Bebe in the later seasons of Married. With children, his portrayal of Bebe, a quirky and unpredictable figure, added a layer of comic absurdity to the show, becoming a memorable part of the series for fans. Johnston's character, Bebe, was the type of role that allowed him to showcase his ability to blend humor with a hint of pathos. Bebe was often a source of comic relief, with a tendency to pop in at unexpected moments, creating hilarious and chaotic interactions with the Bundy family. His offbeat personality and oddball sense of humor made him a perfect foil to the more grounded and often frustrated characters around him, and his appearances became an endearing part of the later seasons. Born in 1933, J.J. Johnston began his acting career in the 1950s, initially appearing in smaller roles across television and film. Over the years, he carved out a niche for himself, playing quirky, eccentric characters who brought a unique sense of charm and unpredictability to any scene. His ability to bring depth to often exaggerated roles made him a beloved figure in the acting community. Despite his professional success, Johnston faced personal struggles throughout his life. Though he often played larger-than-life characters on screen, his off-screen life was marked by periods of difficulty, including battles with substance abuse and personal loss. These challenges, however, did little to dampen his spirit or his love for acting, which he continued well into his later years. J.J. Johnston's death in 2022 came after a long battle with these personal struggles, and though he had distanced himself from the spotlight in his later years, his impact on the entertainment world was still felt by those who knew him. He left behind a legacy of diverse and memorable performances, and his role as Bebe in Married with Children will remain one of his most cherished contributions to television. His passing served as a reminder of the complexity of life, showing that even the most eccentric characters on screen often have their own battles off-screen. Johnston's legacy will endure through his work, and his portrayal of Bebe remains a testament to his comedic talent and his ability to bring warmth and humor to the most unlikely of characters. News 4. Mary Pat Green, best remembered for her recurring role as the nosy and often meddling neighbor Marge on Married with Children, passed away in 2020 at the age of 70 after a prolonged battle with Alzheimer's disease. Her portrayal of Marge, a character who frequently found herself in the Bundy family's chaotic orbit, was a standout in the series' later seasons and contributed to the show's sharp humor and unforgettable ensemble of characters. As Marge, Green's character was often the embodiment of a suburban busybody, always prying into the Bundy family's personal affairs with an air of superiority and judgment. Her nosiness provided a perfect foil to the Bundys' increasingly outrageous antics, and she was a source of both comedic tension and occasional moments of unexpected empathy. Whether she was showing up uninvited to a family gathering or commenting on the Bundys' dysfunctional dynamic, Marge was a fixture that added color and absurdity to the series. Green's career spanned several decades, and while she may be most known for her role as Marge, she was a versatile actress who appeared in a variety of television shows and films. Her ability to blend comedic timing with a touch of sweetness made her a standout in the roles she took on, and she was appreciated for her knack for playing characters that could easily be perceived as one-dimensional, but were, in Green's hands, full of complexity and nuance. Behind the scenes, Mary Pat Green was described as a warm, kind, and compassionate person, beloved by her co-stars and colleagues. Her humility and generosity off-screen were in stark contrast to the busybody character she often portrayed. Those who worked with her noted that she brought a level of warmth and professionalism to every set she graced. Green's battle with Alzheimer's disease was a private struggle, but her death in 2020 marked the loss of not only a talented actress, but also a beloved member of the married, with children family. Alzheimer's, a cruel and debilitating disease, took away much of her vitality in her final years, but her legacy as Marge endures in the hearts of fans who fondly remember her comedic contributions to the show. Though she is no longer with us, Mary Pat Green's work will continue to live on in her iconic portrayal of Marge. Her performance as the nosy neighbor is just one part of her broader career, and it is a testament to her talent that the character remains so memorable to this day. News 5. Fred Willard, a comedic legend known for his impeccable timing and ability to bring humor to any role, passed away in May 2020 at the age of 86 from cardiac arrest. Though he was beloved for his vast body of work across television, film, and stage, one of his many memorable appearances was as the misguided and over-the-top drill sergeant Captain Jack in a guest role on Married with Children. In the show's early years, Willard's portrayal of Captain Jack stood out as a perfect example of his signature comedic style. His character, a drill sergeant who was both bumbling and intimidating, added a layer of absurdity to the Bundy family's already chaotic world. Willard's character was the kind of authoritative figure who was clearly out of his depth, adding to the show's satirical take on the dysfunctionality of American family life. His comedic timing and ability to make even the most outrageous lines seem natural made his role both hilarious and unforgettable. Willard's career, which spanned more than 5 decades, was marked by his unique ability to bring a sense of quirky authenticity to every character he played. From his time on Fernwood's Second Night to his roles in Best in Show and A Mighty Wind, he became known for his deadpan delivery and warm, goofy charm. Whether playing a clueless TV host, an eccentric neighbor, or, in Captain Jack's case, a completely misguided authority figure, Willard had the rare ability to turn even the smallest roles into standout performances. Off-screen, Fred Willard was adored by colleagues and fans alike for his kindness, generosity, and humility. His sense of humor was infectious, and he was beloved by his peers for his willingness to share the spotlight and make everyone around him shine. Willard's career trajectory, full of memorable guest spots and character roles, spoke to his versatility and love for the craft. Fred Willard passed away in May 2020. It was a blow to the entertainment world. His death was not only a loss to fans of Married with Children, but to anyone who had ever enjoyed his comedic work. Willard's death from cardiac arrest, though sudden, did not overshadow the incredible legacy he left behind in Hollywood. His ability to bring joy and laughter, no matter the role or the project, remains a testament to his talent and enduring presence in comedy. Though he's no longer with us, Fred Willard's legacy continues to live on in the memorable roles he played, particularly his guest appearance as Captain Jack, which remains a fond moment for fans of Married with Children. News 6. Tim Conway, the legendary comedian and actor, passed away on May 14, 2019, at the age of 85 due to health complications. Conway's career, which spanned over 5 decades, was marked by his impeccable sense of humor, his remarkable ability to improvise, and his unmatched skill in playing both lovable and cantankerous characters. One of his final notable roles was as Ephraim Wanker, Peg Bundy's irritable and often outrageous father, in the final season of Married with Children. In his role as Ephraim, Conway delivered a performance that was classic in its comedic timing and charm. Ephraim was a character who brought out Peg's more caustic qualities, as the two bickered in a way that felt both familiar and hilariously exaggerated. Tim Conway's portrayal of Peg's father was one of those rare guest roles where the actor's natural comedic gifts seemed to perfectly mesh with the tone of the show. His cantankerous demeanor and lovable grouchiness fit seamlessly into the Bundy family's chaotic dynamic, bringing both laughter and a touch of unexpected warmth to the final episodes of the series. Known for his role on The Carroll Burnett Show and his work in films like The Apple Dumpling Gang, Conway was a master of physical comedy and witty dialogue. His interactions with his co-stars often involved impromptu humor and improvisational moments that made his work feel fresh and spontaneous, even in a well-established show like Married. With children, his ability to make even the simplest moments on screen extraordinarily funny was part of his brilliance. While his role on Married with Children was a relatively short-lived one, it was a fitting addition to a career that spanned a wide range of iconic television and film roles. Conway's legacy in comedy is profound, and his ability to make audiences laugh effortlessly ensured that his place in entertainment history remains secure. Outside of his work, Tim Conway was remembered for his generosity, kindness, and his ability to brighten any room with his infectious sense of humor. His co-stars often recalled his quick wit, his humility, and his ability to bring joy to every set he worked on. Whether playing the bumbling simpleton on McHale's Navy or the crotchety Ephraim Wanker on Married with Children, Conway had an uncanny ability to make any character his own, leaving a lasting imprint on the shows he graced. Tim Conway's passing in 2019 was a great loss to the entertainment world, but his work, especially his role as Peg's father, continues to bring joy to fans old and new. His impact on comedy and his enduring legacy as a comedic genius will always be remembered. Joseph Bologna, the talented actor and writer, passed away on August 13, 2017, at the age of 82, after a courageous battle with pancreatic cancer. Bologna was a versatile actor with a career spanning several decades, known for his sharp wit, impeccable comic timing, and memorable performances across film, television, and theater. One of his notable TV roles was as Charlie Verducci, Al Bundy's quirky and somewhat hapless construction worker friend on Married with Children. In his role as Charlie, Bologna brought an added layer of humor and warmth to Al Bundy's often miserable life. Charlie, with his easygoing demeanor and fun-loving attitude, served as a perfect foil to Al's world-weary, grumpy character. His appearances on the show, though not frequent, provided a delightful change of pace from the Bundy family's usual chaos, showing a side of Al that was not just angry and sarcastic, but capable of camaraderie and genuine friendship. Bologna's performance as Charlie was endearing, and his chemistry with Ed O'Neill, Al, was one of the highlights of their shared scenes. Beyond Married with Children, Bologna was best known for his role in the short-lived but beloved Top of the Heap, where he starred alongside a young Matt LeBlanc. In the show, he played Charlie Verducci, a role that had some overlap with his Married with Children character, as both characters were working-class men navigating life's absurdities. Though Top of the Heap only lasted for one season, Bologna's charm and humor helped elevate the show and earn a cult following. Bologna's career as an actor was just one part of his extensive body of work. He was also an accomplished writer and director, known for his films like Lovers and Other Strangers, 1970, which he co-wrote and starred in. The film was a comedy that garnered praise for its sharp, witty script, and helped establish Bologna as a notable force in the entertainment world. His versatility allowed him to switch between comedic and dramatic roles with ease, gaining admiration from both audiences and critics alike. Off-screen, Joseph Bologna was a beloved figure, known for his kind, generous nature and his genuine love for his craft. He had a long-lasting partnership with his wife, actress Renee Taylor, whom he co-wrote and starred alongside in various projects. Their collaborative work, especially on the stage and in films, highlighted Bologna's dedication to creating stories that resonated with audiences. His death from pancreatic cancer in 2017 was a great loss to the entertainment industry. Bologna's humor, generosity, and lasting impact on both television and film will not be forgotten. His role as Charlie Verducci on Married with Children remains a cherished part of the show, and his legacy as a comedic talent continues to be appreciated by fans worldwide. News 8. Janet Carroll, the accomplished actress who played Gary, the no-nonsense boss at the Bundy shoe store, passed away on May 22, 2012, at the age of 71, following a battle with brain cancer. Carroll's portrayal of Gary in Married with Children was a standout performance, bringing a sharp, often dry humor to the role that became an iconic part of the show's later seasons. As Gary, Carroll's character was a tough, no-frills manager who often served as a foil to Al Bundy's long-suffering and disgruntled demeanor. She had a commanding presence and wasn't afraid to give Al a hard time, often pushing him to his limits. While she was often portrayed as stern, Carroll's performance was laced with a subtle, comedic warmth that made her more than just a typical boss character. Her dynamic with Al was one of playful tension, with Al often trying to outwit her, only to find himself outmatched. Their interactions were a perfect example of the show's trademark humor, sharp, irreverent, and full of absurdity. Outside of her Married with Children role, Janet Carroll had a long and varied career in film, television, and theater. She appeared in a wide range of roles, from comedic parts to more dramatic ones, showcasing her versatility as an actress. Some of her other notable roles include appearances on shows like Cheers, The Nanny, and Friends. Her film credits also included roles in The Wedding Planner, 2001, and The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, 2013, where she continued to bring her unique blend of humor and gravitas to her characters. Carroll's career was built on her ability to deliver strong, memorable performances in both comedic and dramatic settings. Her acting range, paired with her ability to portray strong, commanding women on screen, earned her the admiration of her peers and fans alike. She also had a notable stage career, which helped shape her approach to the various television and film roles she took on. Off-screen, Janet Carroll was known for her kindness, generosity, and work ethic. Her friends and colleagues remembered her for her professionalism and her warm, nurturing spirit. Despite the often tough exterior of her on-screen characters, Carroll herself was described as a gentle and thoughtful person who genuinely cared about the people she worked with. Her death in 2012 from brain cancer was a profound loss to the entertainment world. Janet Carroll left behind a body of work that continues to resonate with fans of Married with Children and beyond. Her role as Gary may have been just one chapter in her rich career, but it remains a memorable and beloved part of the Married with Children legacy. News 9. Bubba Smith, the towering former professional football player turned actor, passed away on August 3, 2011 at the age of 66. Due to a combination of drug intoxication and chronic head trauma. Smith, a beloved figure both on the football field and in Hollywood, made a memorable cameo on Married with Children as a security guard in a single episode. This role, though brief, was a perfect fit for his larger-than-life persona and added a memorable moment to the show's collection of guest stars. Before his acting career, Bubba Smith was a dominant force in the National Football League, NFL. He played for several teams, including the Baltimore Colts, Oakland Raiders, and Houston Oilers, and became known for his intimidating size and athleticism. Smith was an All-American at Michigan State and was the first overall pick in the 1967 NFL Draft. His career as a football player was highly successful, and he earned a Super Bowl championship with the Colts in Super Bowl V. After retiring from football, Smith transitioned to acting, a move that surprised many but ultimately proved to be a successful one. He found fame in Hollywood, especially for his role as Hightower in the Police Academy franchise. His portrayal of the lovable gentle giant was widely adored, and it solidified his place in pop culture as a comedic character actor. While Smith was known for his tough guy roles, he often played characters who had a humorous and surprisingly sweet side traits that made him especially endearing to audiences. In addition to his Police Academy role, Bubba Smith appeared in numerous TV shows and films, often playing tough or imposing characters. His cameo as a security guard on Married with Children was in line with his usual persona, but added a layer of humor to his character. The role was small, but as with many of his appearances, Smith's innate charm and comedic timing made it memorable. Tragically, Bubba Smith's death in 2011 was linked to a combination of drug intoxication and the long-term effects of head trauma, a common issue among former athletes, especially those who played football. Smith's passing underscored the dangers of head injuries in contact sports and led to increased discussions about the long-term effects of brain trauma in the NFL and other sports. Despite his struggles later in life, Bubba Smith's legacy as both a football legend and a beloved actor remains intact. His roles in Police Academy and his brief but memorable appearance on Married with Children continue to entertain fans, and his contributions to both sports and entertainment are fondly remembered. Bubba Smith will always be remembered not just for his size and strength, but for his ability to make audiences laugh and smile through his charismatic and lovable on-screen presence. News then. Sam Kinison, the wild and unpredictable stand-up comedian known for his high-energy performances and distinctive voice, made a memorable guest appearance in Married with Children during the 1989 Christmas special, It's a Bundyful Life. In this iconic episode, Kinison played an angel who appeared to Al Bundy in a twisted version of It's a Wonderful Life. His role as the loud, unconventional, and completely over-the-top angel was a perfect fit for Kinison's style of humor, and it remains one of the most unforgettable moments in the show's history. Kinison's performance in Married with Children was a natural extension of his stand-up persona. Known for his abrasive, often outrageous comedy, Kinison's on-screen angel was no sweet, heavenly figure. Instead, he was a shouty, sarcastic, and hilarious character who brought his signature energy to the show's holiday special. His comedic timing and his ability to turn the simple act of saving Al Bundy into a chaotic, scream-filled affair were part of what made Kinison such a beloved figure in both comedy and television. Before Married with Children, Sam Kinison had already built a reputation as one of the most provocative and influential stand-up comedians of the 1980s. His comedic style was loud, brash, and unapologetically raw, with a voice that could pierce through an audience and command attention. His material often dealt with relationships, religion, and the absurdities of life, and his ability to make people laugh while pushing boundaries made him a cultural force. Kinison's success as a comedian led to appearances on talk shows, comedy specials, and even film roles, such as his memorable performance in Back to School, 1986, alongside Rodney Dangerfield. Tragically, Sam Kinison's life and career were cut short when he died on April 10, 1992, at the age of 38. He was involved in a car accident in California, where he was struck head-on by a vehicle driven by a woman who had crossed into his lane. Kinison's death was devastating to the comedy world, as he had only begun to expand his influence even further. His passing left a void in the world of stand-up comedy, and many fans and fellow comedians mourned the loss of someone who had such a unique and unforgettable comedic voice. Kinison's legacy, however, continues to live on. His comedy, though often controversial, broke barriers and left an indelible mark on the stand-up world. His cameo on Married with Children is a perfect example of how his larger-than-life persona translated into memorable TV moments. His angelic appearance in It's a Bundyful Life remains an iconic and hilarious piece of television history, reminding audiences of the brilliant comedic force that was Sam Kinison. News 11. King Kong Bundy, the legendary professional wrestler known for his imposing size and unforgettable presence in the ring, also made a memorable impact on Married with Children as Larry King Kong Bundy, a recurring opponent to Al Bundy. With his towering frame and domineering personality, King Kong Bundy was a natural fit for the role of a larger-than-life antagonist who could challenge Al in comedic ways, adding an extra layer of humor to the already chaotic world of the Bundy family. In his Married with Children appearances, King Kong Bundy often played a version of himself, leaning into his wrestling persona with a comedic twist. His on-screen interactions with Al were the perfect foil to Al's long-suffering, often disgruntled character. The two would engage in various physical and verbal battles, with Bundy's larger-than-life presence and Al's witty and usually sarcastic responses, creating a memorable dynamic. His guest appearances, especially in episodes that revolved around wrestling or physical confrontations, became fan favorites, providing a mix of comedy and larger-than-life action that perfectly suited the show's irreverent humor. Before making his mark on Married with Children, King Kong Bundy was already a household name in the world of professional wrestling. Standing at 6'4" and weighing in at over 450 pounds, Bundy's imposing size earned him his King Kong nickname, and he became one of the most dominant figures in the wrestling world during the 1980s and 1990s. Bundy was a mainstay in the WWE, then WWF, where he was known for his brutal, no-nonsense style and his massive persona. He had notable rivalries with wrestling icons like Hulk Hogan, and his most famous match was the main event at WrestleMania 2 in 1986, where he faced off against Hogan in a steel cage match. Bundy's wrestling career spanned decades, and he was respected for his in-ring skill as well as his larger-than-life character. Though his wrestling career was his main claim to fame, King Kong Bundy's appearances on Married with Children allowed fans to see a different side of him, playing a comedic, exaggerated version of his wrestling persona. His role as Al Bundy's occasional nemesis provided some of the show's most memorable moments, and his humor and charisma were a perfect fit for the show's brand of over-the-top, irreverent comedy. Tragically, King Kong Bundy passed away on March 4, 2019, at the age of 63, due to complications related to diabetes. His death marked the loss of one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling, and it was a heartbreaking moment for fans who had followed his career both in and out of the ring. Bundy's health struggles, particularly related to his weight and diabetes, had been well known, and his passing underscored the importance of managing health conditions that many wrestlers face due to the physical nature of the sport. King Kong Bundy may have been a formidable opponent to Al Bundy on screen, but off-screen, he was remembered as a dedicated professional who helped shape the world of wrestling and left his mark on pop culture. His role in Married with Children remains a cherished memory for fans, and his legacy both in the ring and in entertainment continues to be remembered fondly. As the credits roll on their time with us, their laughter and legacy live on. Whether it was a snarky one-liner from Al, a sassy comeback from Peg, or a hilarious guest moment, these actors gave us unforgettable memories. Though they may be gone, their impact on television and on us will never fade. Thank you for everything. Rest in peace. If this video moved you, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing so more people can honor these legends. And let us know in the comments which Married with Children actor or moment do you miss the most.